Way of introduction, I'm Bingo Espinosa, and
What do you understand by
if you remember, I think 2 years ago, I don't know if you attended my two-day lecture or workshop when we did video with around 40 of your faculty.
Sa
the one I saw?
But that was 2 years ago. Anyway, I'm here because very recently some things have parang fallen into place, and I asked Dean Makaspak whether St. Paul might be interested. So what are these things that are falling into place? I've been curating videos from 2008. If you see this video, this is my colloquium presentation at UPOU in 2008. At that time,
So what we're doing
ang
is
technology,
building
hard
a
drive,
platform.
160 hanggang 320 gigabytes pa lang. Ngayon, meron na tayong 1 terabyte, may 2 terabyte na, at meron pang 4 terabyte. So that was 6 years ago. So anyway, so that's just to give you a feel na, it's been happening for the past 6 years. Then all of a sudden, mukhang now might be an opportunity. Okay? So what I'll do today is basically to explore with you a specific or 2 or 3 projects with different partners. Okay, the first partner I'm talking about is I don't know if you're familiar with Father Francis Lucas, the CBCP spokesperson. You see him on TV, he has a radio program, etc., etc. 2 months ago, we were inducted into a advisory council for the PNP. And then since he was our student from 5 years ago at APC, oh, Father Francis, what are you doing? Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, to make a long story short, we're on the same board. He said, this is what I've been doing, and I have this problem with DepEd. What's your problem with DepEd? I have this MOA or MOU with DepEd for our alternative learning systems. But I'm not able to make it scale, and because of this PDAF scam, everything has slowed down. Okay? So sabi ko, wow, alternative learning system, I can do something in that regard because that's what we've been piloting in Pagadian since 2008-2009. So that's the first project. We call it alternative learning systems with the outfit of Father Francis, which is CMN, Catholic Media Network, dash FTD, first to deliver. Kasi the Catholic Media Network is the 60 radio stations outside of Metro Manila. So hindi kasama yung Radyo Veritas, outside of Metro Manila. Okay, so these radio stations are owned by the diocese. Okay, so they've been federated by Father Francis. Let's call it the CMN, the Catholic Media Network. Okay, and let's try to make it survive, make it prosper, etc., etc. So that's what we're eyeing. What if the Catholic Media Network of 60 radio stations has some sort of project in St. Paul na you're delivering alternative learning systems, especially to the far-flung that can only be reached perhaps not by internet right now, but via radio. So that's the first. The second is in September, October of last year, we decided, when I say we, our company, which is DSAT and INSYNC, DISAT,
That's DSAT.
this is DSAT, Digital Information.
Systems and
We participated in the National Congress for Librarians in Iloilo. So we were bunched together with 20 other booksellers in a big hallway. We're the only ones that are showing off video. So here is a sample of the videos that we are showing. So that is culinary arts. So is there culinary arts or HRM in some of the course offerings here?
Yeah, in college and in TESDA also.
In TESDA. Okay. So let me brief you on that animal called culinary arts. So right now everybody's into, I want to be a chef, I want to open a restaurant, I want to learn. So I'll enroll in culinary school or a 4-year degree. Okay? Lo and behold, Okay? When I curated, it's okay.
This one.
When I curated those things, I said, let me identify the first 3,000 chefs on YouTube that have this. These are all from YouTube. Okay? And comes out, okay, over time, there are 500,000 video clips for free on YouTube
Correct.
right now. So question is there a way to make those 5,000 useful for teaching and learning, especially in the Philippine context where culinary arts is the flavor of the decade or something? Okay? So there is a way. Now, question is, how do you start making sense out of 500,000 videos and 3,000 chefs? Okay? So there's a science, there's the technology, there's the art, which is the taste. This type of cooking will not click with the Filipinos because they're partial to like this, we don't have these ingredients, etc., etc. So there's a potential project to be embark on with culinary arts. Okay, so first was alternative learning systems, second was culinary arts. Third, after the Iloilo Librarians Congress, the Cordillera Librarians invited me to speak about what I'm doing in Cordillera, in Baguio City. So I said, oh, what's the title of my talk? Okay, I talk about, my title is Transmedia Librarianship. So, Transmedia Librarianship. Everybody now is familiar with librarianship, taking care of the books, taking care of the users, okay, making sure the books don't get lost, etc., etc. But librarianship is fast, quote-unquote, changing because of new media, okay? So, I said, just to drive home the point, that Cordillera Librarians Forum, their membership, doon sa association, the local chapter, is 30 members. In that forum where I was invited, all of a sudden, they had 64 who attended, which was double, okay, the previous year's attendance. So what was different? The difference was my talk, which was transmedia librarianship. Uy, bago yan, hindi natin alam yan. Let's attend. So when I was talking to them, I always inject, I don't know if you're familiar with this channel on YouTube, TED Talks, Technology,
Talk, yes,
Entertainment, and
technology.
Design. So you're familiar with TED Talks?
Yes.
Who's your favorite or most memorable TED speaker?
I would always, for example, if there's a topic I would like to share to my student,
Yes.
I'll type TED, and then they would give me so many things, and I would choose one which will fit the Filipinos.
Okay, so you had a process. So you know it's out there. So you have a search, okay? Then you have some sort of filtering, and then your filtering, okay, has in mind, okay, the intended audience and the intended use. Okay, so can you? The topic. So can you name one or two of the TED Talks that you've used inside your classes already?
TED Talk, it's
Speaker,
there's a
topic.
I don't know if it came from TED Talk, but it's about jobs. The one who it's an industry. See Jobs.
Steve Jobs?
Steve Jobs.
Okay. So stay hungry, stay foolish. The
Yes.
commencement address at Stanford. Okay.
Okay.
Good. So what if I told you? Okay. What if the so-called TED Talks, which is now running, okay, around 1,700, okay, is at your fingertips, say inside the campus, and if you need a talk, book, you know, in a matter of 1 or 2 minutes, your students are already using it. Okay, so let's say Apple. Okay, forgive me, this is my demo last week. That's why I'm using PUP. I hope you don't mind.
It's alright.
Okay. So we also have a project with PUP. Okay, it began last week in effect. Okay. So let's say there I have the word "the" okay, appears in the transcript of every TED Talk. Okay, so if I showed you how many TED Talks I have here, more or less, and I click "the" and search, it will give me this number saying 1,536. So that is my database. That is my transcript. So what I've done is compiled both the video as well as the transcript, such that if you're searching and using it for research and classroom use, okay, analysis, things are at your fingertips. Okay, so we said, okay, let's talk about the mobile phone, because Apple revolutionized the mobile phone industry, right? So what if we type mobile phone? And if you wanted it to be literal, the exact spelling, okay, we say, okay, give me of the 1536, oh, there are 47, okay, talks about,
Related to mobile phone.
okay. So I wanted to sample, okay, what is this? Your phone company is watching your conversations? Or there's something about minerals in Congo related to mobile phones? Oh, the anthropology of mobile phones? Okay, etc., etc. Now, there are duplicates here because we added an additional layer. The additional layer is what you now call playlists. Meaning, if I had a category mobile phones, I would have mobile phones in that category. If I had a category technology, mobile phones will also appear in that playlist of technology. If I had, let's say, pop culture category, there's a likelihood mobile phones will also land in that category. So there are now many ways of entering or discovering video. In the case of the traditional library, there's only two ways. Okay, your card catalog, which is topical, and author. Okay, so here, so now we say, okay, I'm interested in. Okay, so you just click, get the file in 10 seconds, 5 seconds, etc. Okay, it will start playing because it's been downloaded to the browser.
So no need for internet.
In this case, no need for internet.
That's why it's fast.
Right. So
there's
everything,
no need for internet.
no internet. So imagine, okay, the 30 or 40 campuses of the St. Paul.
Ay, bigat.
Exactly.
Hours.
Kasi there are already so many offers. The moment there is the need for the use of the internet.
Down na.
In fact,
hindi
yeah.
natin dinagamit.
Yeah, in fact, there's an argument to be made that, hey, the internet perhaps is in fact a distraction.
It's the slowness.
Right,
The
right,
load.
right. But it's there, so you wanna maximize, you're paying for it anyway, di ba? Then you say, nag-download ako, hindi na buo, nag-download ako, mali yung file. Nag-access yung student, oh, super tagal, etc., etc. So there's another way, which is pre-curate, put in a platform, playlist, put in the transcript, and then now, everybody can use it in a matter of a few seconds, if not a few minutes. Okay?
So there's video, there's transcript also.
There's video, there's transcript, and in fact, this is a old build. This was summer of last year. Today's videos would already also have the subtitle. So if you're not,
They have that.
this one, this is an old build. But I have some new.
We cannot understand how they pronounce it.
Oo, correct. Mga estudyante, I have to view it several times before they understand.
Okay, I have here in the letter Z, I have some newer videos that already have subtitles.
The second thing, a shape. We're also sensitive to the shape of object we have in hands. So if I download
I didn't put the MP4, that's why it's not
let it be same way. But if it's 500 pages, I want to feel that Harry Potter is thick. So let me show you the shape changing mobile. Again, it's a mobile phone shape box. And this one can change its shape. We can play on the shape itself.
So this is a new video, so it would have subtitles.
Ang bilis mo. Yung ganyan, ilang speed yan ng internet para ganyan kabilis?
You're talking about
Hindi siya nakahook sa iyo.
Hindi. Ilan yan? Para ganyan kabilis.
150 meg,
20?
no internet.
this one. It really depends on the use, but effectively you're in the megabit instead of the kilobit range.
Walang subtype.
Ito na. The newer ones, kasi nga bagong-bago pa, wala.
Except combat.
That's just this year with subtype.
Yeah, 2014. Yes. The subtitles began October, November of last year. So,
Maganda ang
so everything else, okay, beginning October, November of the 1,700, they're beginning to have subtitles. So now the nice thing is, okay, this so-called playlists. So let's sample a playlist, okay?
It feels very organic. And you can tell it's relaxed right now. Oh, now, let's call, new call.
Okay. So this is, can you believe your eyes? Optical illusions. Are you really seeing, etc., etc. So here you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So may relationships na yan. Okay, so now it's just not just one. In fact, if you have a big class, group 1, you watch the first 2. Group 2, you watch the second set of 2. Group 3, the last set. And then let's have a discussion. So you're now doing the so-called collective intelligence, harnessing collective intelligence of your users. That, hey, why do we always have to watch the same video? Why don't we look at many and then let's look at the connections and look at the varying points, etc., etc., the plurality of knowledge that can be obtained from these playlists. So in effect, the playlists that we have right now, okay, TED already has around 130 playlists. But if you use the search engine that I have, you can generate easily another 100 to 150 because it's now more granular. So the playlists now become in effect your quote-unquote card catalog on a topical basis. Oh, give me everything on China. Okay, give me everything on poverty. So I will already have 6 to 10 to 15 videos. If they're 10 minutes each, I have over 2 hours of watching already, okay, in the media center. Okay. So if you look, oops, this is live. So this is our main portal, and if you see, we have over 100 parochial schools that are already using this system, but they're in Visayas and Mindanao, so hindi kilala dito sa Metro Manila. Later on, because it's loading and mabagal yung internet, okay, so matagal siya. Okay. But nonetheless, you can go on with the presentation.
In opening the videos, you don't need the internet. Why do you need the internet?
Only to show you the DSAT site, our main website, which has the 100 other clone sites. Okay. So if you take that out, it's still gonna run. If later on we can dismantle or eject the. Now, kunwari, science. Okay. High school science.
Cold blank. Cold blank.
Okay, good.
Fine. Amphibians. Where are they? Are they?
So it's playing in a matter of
Long this.
a few seconds.
Ang tawag mo siya, how do you call it? That thing? Platform? The platform?
Yeah, it's a platform. It's a software basically. It's a content management system. So the idea is, okay, the one that is regularly used, okay, don't ask your students to download it as they need it. Okay, that's a waste of time. Okay, plug it into the platform ahead of time. Use it the first time, get their inputs, their ratings, their comments, etc., etc. Use it the second time, second semester, more comments, etc. Before long, after 3 or 4 or 5 offerings of that thing, you now have the reflected taste of your client or your audience. So it's no longer just the playlist of